A splash in the Soldier the Game Spitter. Loving hip-hop star Mo Fayne sentenced to 17 years in prison for the $4.4 million PPP loan fraud. The mistakes Mo Fayne made. First mistake, he didn't have the right plan A after he got the money. Because what he chose to spend his money on further let me know that he didn't have the right proper plans to execute the PPP loan. Understand he didn't learn the mistakes from the other people who got caught with PPP loan fraud and all that stuff. Because he would have handled his situation different. He would have came about it different. He wouldn't have spent $150,000 on the Bentley or the Rolls Royce. He wouldn't have spent $900,000 on the business. You gotta have a plan when you do a fraud case type, especially all that money right there, millions of dollars, when you know they're gonna look at your situation. You gotta figure out how to plan before you even get the money, how to pay the money back real fast. That's the whole key. See, yeah, he had a business idea, but he didn't have the quick flip, turn the money right quick and pay the money right back. The second mistake he made, when he got the money, or this could have been the first mistake he made. When he got the money, he didn't set up an ADP to separate himself and to make himself an employee. See, he didn't have no employees. That's the thing that the feds and the FBI and the government gonna look at. Who's your employees? He didn't even make himself an employee. Because they ain't listed he made an ADP. He's supposed to separate his business, put himself an employee, put his friends. He's supposed to got some trucks. That's another quick flip investment that could have brought a lot of money back. A lot of $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 per week, $20,000 per week. And how long was his run? 6 months, a year? How long did he have the money? See, I don't know how long he had the money before he got caught with the money. It's something to give him that time. He at least could have paid $1 million back. This is why, see, if you wait to the end to get caught and you ain't paying no money back, you're going to end up doing the time and paying all the money back. You see what I'm saying? So if you could pay while you fighting the case, even when he was facing the 17 years, if he would have made the right adjustments and hid the money, or you see what I'm saying? Not even if it was their own money, you would have hid it in the right spots. Even when you was fighting the case, you could have been paying their money back. Now that they take all the money or they take everything that you bought with the money, you still would have to pay the $4 million back. But if you was fighting the case and they couldn't find the money and you was paying it back, you see what I'm saying? First they was getting all your cars and houses and stuff like that, and you paying them back, going to your stash or having somebody to pay them and lowering that debt down before they give you your time, that plays an effect of them giving you your time. That's why you would get 17 years, because you stole $4.4 million. That's how they feel that $4.4 million is worth 17 years. If you'd have lowered that debt down to about $1 million, you probably would have did about 5 years and paid that $1 million back. Just like Super Saiya, a kid's channel that my daughter watched. They did a little fraud thing before they got turned on YouTube, and they paid all the money back though. They had a legit business, YouTube. They paid the money back real quick though, before he got his time, or while he was fighting his case. That way, that's why he only got a year. You know what I mean? They got legit money now. See, the feds can't take that, so they paying them back. That's what you want. They want their money back, and you do a little bit of time. But you ain't do that though, because you know, as soon as you got the money, you had to play catch up, because you know you doing Loving Hip Hop. Loving Hip Hop did something to your mind, Mo. It made you got to play catch up, because you seeing, you know, superstars. You get invited to award shows and parties, and people pulling up and foreigns and all this type of stuff. You can't really afford it. You see what I'm saying? You got a chick and stuff, but you need the jewelry, you need the look, you need the real rap startup kit look, and you're not even a rapper. You're not even a basketball player. You're just a VH1 TV host or TV star or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So you didn't really need all that there. The stuff that you bought, the only good thing that you did was pay $40,000 on the child support, but you really should have just paid that off. You see what I'm saying? You really should have hid some money. The girl that you owe the child support to, you should have gave her a little bit more money and hid that there. Ain't no telling, because you already got to know that they coming. It ain't like that you selling drugs or guns and you got a good chance to get out the game. Nah, they gonna come because that's too much money. So why would you still spend the $150,000 on the truck and the $900,000 on the business? You could have been a promoter, bringing rappers. That's another mistake you made. You didn't use your entertainment power to gain your money, the legit money. You supposed to bring, you got $4.4 million. You supposed to bring 4 PF artists. You supposed to bring 4 top level artists to shows, to clubs, to concerts. You supposed to tie that money in. You supposed to give $1 million to a promoter that you trusted, and he can just turn your money in and help you pay some of that money back. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different ways, but you ain't have the right people. It's scams and different scammers that could have finesse your money. You could have put some money in some stocks and flipped it right quick. But you had a 10th grader, 12th grader type plan. You didn't have a real legit wealthy, rich man, I can scam, finesse type plan. So that's not you. You scamming and stealing and taking, that ain't you, because you don't know what to do when you get the money. You should have got only 100,000. You should have got maybe only 300,000, 200,000. All you wanted was a truck. You really didn't care about that 900,000. You just did that because that was the only smartest thing that you thought in your head to do. All you really care about was the child support thing, to get them off your back. You spending everything you bought, you spending over $10,000, so they got to report it. They got to report it. You didn't even try to hide it. You didn't even go, like when you bought the car, why you didn't go to the place where they changed the VIN numbers? You can't go to the dealership just because you got the money for you can't go to the dealership. You can't really prove that. You know they're going to make phone calls and really check your portfolio and really dig in the details. Come on, Mo. How is I'm 10, 15, 20 years younger than you and you don't know this stuff, man? Ain't you 50, late 40s? You ain't had nobody around you to tell you what you need to do. Or you one of them type of old heads. Because you're not an OG. If you're an OG, that stand for old goat. Like what 50 say. That stand for old goat. You ain't no, yeah. So you ain't had the right people around you to tell you, nah, you need to put your money here, put your money there. Understand, everybody, if y'all gonna do fraud, especially under that PPP loan, if you're gonna do it the illegal way, you gotta at least make yourself an employee. That was the whole thing of them giving the money out. That was the whole thing of them coming up with the PPP loan, the SBA loans and all that stuff. To pay businesses so they can pay their employees. Where's your employees? If you don't got none, make yourself one. Make different family members. You ain't got all them broke dudes walking around the neighborhood. Yeah, make them employees, turn them to W-2 workers. Yeah, you supposed to have the plan. You supposed to already have some dudes ready to get their CDLs, already got their CDLs, ready to put them in the truck, ready to buy the trucks. The reason why I'm saying trucks and not other stuff, because that's how you're going to get 10,000 a week, 5,000, 7,000. Yeah, there's going to be some weeks where you don't make nothing. You just got to play your drivers, but you got money. The money turning until the feds come. You at least could have lowered the tab. I can't say you would have paid the $4.4 million back, whatever time length or whatever time you had with the money on the streets, but you would have lowered that tab down. Instead of on 4.4, you could have owed $2 million. Instead of doing 17 years, you could have did 10. Fed could have did like 8, been home. 8.5, been home. Good time. You know you ain't gonna go to no high security. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you'll start off there, but they'll lower it down because you ain't gonna really apply no pressure behind the pen. You ain't gonna run the yard. Who you think? You ain't ARAP. You can't run the yard. You ain't that sturdy now. Oh, now you might have some say so if your girl can bring some of that stuff in for us. And it's a good amount. She consistent and she ain't scared. You might kind of let say so. Give you a phone. Give you a phone. Make sure you don't starve around this thing. Make sure somebody don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. Like, you can't call no shots though. You can't run the yard because you ain't sturdy enough. They ain't your lane. You see what I'm saying? Your claim to fame is the PPP. That is what it is. Your claim to fame. You supposed to have plans. Ain't no way. You doing Love and Hip Hop, you supposed to have plans. You doing Love and Hip Hop, you supposed to have some TV show type ideas. You supposed to have some ideas that you can use all them stars that's around you to do VH1 with you. You supposed to came up with something. You supposed to already have some houses you can flip. You supposed to already have some cars that you can put on tour road. If you're gonna buy the foreign car, put it on tour road so the car can make you money. What we talking about, man? You didn't have, even if you would have got caught, because you probably still would have got caught, a good 98, 99% chance you would have got caught. At least when they came, they would have seen that you had a real legit type of structure and setup. And you was really setting up businesses and paying employees and doing it the right way. You just got the money the wrong way. But when they see what you got, like, you just wanted the money to show off. You put $900,000 into a business. You just did that because you thought that was going to be the cover up. Like, I do got a business. You thought when they came, like, I do got a business. Hurry up, man. I don't got no employees, but I do got a business. I put this much money into it. That's why I asked for it. That's why you put the $900,000 in, because you asked for 4.4. So you had to dump and show them that you can dump $1 million back into the business. Because somebody probably told you that's halfway smart. They probably told you better goddamn spend about $1 million or $2 million, you know what I'm saying, in the business, so they can see on paperwork when they do come. It's a good chance they're gonna come. So you better hurry up and goddamn find something you can dump $1 million into right quick. Like, wherever you spend that money at, they ain't gonna make the phone calls. Like, come on, man. The problem was, Mo, you bit off more than you could chew. You trying to press that chick that you with, Carly Red or whoever you like. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you lusting over. You trying to press that. You trying to press other people around you. You bit off more than you could chew. You know you ain't had no business having no $4.4 million. You ain't worth $4.4 million with it in your pocket, Mo. Mo, understand that. There ain't no disrespect, Mo. You're not worth $4.4 million with it in your pocket, Mo. So why would you ask the IRS for that? That's out your league, Mo. You don't know what to do with that type of money, Mo. Because you don't have the knowledge, Mo. That's the difference between poor and rich is knowledge. You didn't have the information. You didn't attain it before you got the money. So then you try to hurry up, play catch up, and do it all at one time, and you're going to fail because you're still paranoid. So all you can do is splurge. And you still did that wrong. You ain't do that right. You ain't splurge right. Gonna go to the dealership and buy a little chick Wraith. Come on, man. When they got, you can go to California and they can just switch the VIN numbers, and yeah, you probably would have paid $100,000 over sticker. But hey, who cares? It's free money. At least that's what you think. It was free until you get caught and you got to pay it back. Now you're in a negative. You're in a hole for 4.4. You know how many VH1 shows you got to do to make $4.4 million? You be doing that, it'll be 2,080 before you get 4.4 million. They paying they stars 40,000, 50,000 a year with free liquor and free little clothes and, you know, certain scenes and certain trips. That's all the tax write-off. You know they got to have Mona Scott got them tax write-offs. So when they go to the bar, all that's already paid for the LLC under Love and Hip Hop. So even the highest paid Love and Hip Hop star, which probably Jim Jones' wife or somewhere, one of them, you know what I'm saying, the highest paid. Because Jim Jones did come up with the name Love and Hip Hop, right? So it would make sense that his girl or wife, you know what I'm saying, is the highest paid. She not making nowhere near $1 million. So 4.4, you in the red for that. When you get out from doing the time, you're going to have to come up with another scam to pay that $4.4 million. That's worse than the child support. You thought the child support was bad. That's worse than that. She might well go ahead. She already knows she ain't getting no more money. They're going to take the $40,000 back or whatever she spent the money on. You see what I'm saying? And now she ain't really going to get nothing. You're going to be going back and forth to jail even when you get out because you're going to owe all this child support and you owe the IRS. So you're going to die in debt. So your kids, they can expect not to get nothing. See how you just mess, if you got kids, you done mess their whole, whatever future plan you have for them, you mess all that up. You got too much time. And when you get out, you ain't gonna have enough time to pay all that money back unless you luck up with the lottery. You better be at that gas station every day. You better be at that gas station every day, playing that lottery, playing the scratch off. When you get some extra money, it go to scratch off. They need, when you come in the gas stations, wherever city you choose to live at, when you get out, everybody need to know your name and your last name. They already know when you come in there so much, you're gonna go in the store, you're gonna go in them stores so much and play so many lottery tickets, they're gonna know what you want. They're gonna know pretty much the numbers you're gonna play. That's how much you gotta play a lottery ticket to pay that $4.4 million back, and that child support gonna be stacking up over time, and pay that back, and still pay taxes as you live, and on the new money that you get, and you're not a superstar. You don't got no real, you know what I'm saying, star power. When nobody call you for no TV show, when nobody call you for no movie, when nobody call you for no guest appearance in no TV show like that, but VH1. And who's to say that you really on that show based off the strength of you? You could be on that show based off the strength of a chick. Understand? Hey, Mo, I gotta get it to you raw. Like Soulja Slim first album on No Limit. Mo, when you got that money, you supposed to teamed up with a promoter, got with a big venue, and got Rihanna, Beyonce, people like that, superstars like that to perform, Eminem, so you can get your money back. You get your money. You could have gave Rihanna $1 million to perform. She wouldn't have turned it down. She wouldn't have turned down no $1 million. You could have gave Beyonce that if she'll do the show. You could have gave any other superstar like that with star power like that. You could have put a tour together, Megan Thee Stallion, City Girls, Renee Rucci, all that together. They would have brought back 2.2 million real quick. You see what I'm saying? Real quick. But no, you gotta go to the car dealership first. Yeah, you gotta go drop $1 million on the business first. Come on, man. Why would you do that there? See, you would have went to the promoter. The promoter could have put his face card on the money. Because the promoter that can bring Rihanna anyway, you just give him some little bit more money for doing that there for you. His face card already good with the banks. His money already clean, so you supposed to just give him that dirty money and let him do that there and gave him whatever he wanted and did that there right there. But no, you still think like it's 1979, like it's 85. Now you stuck in your old ways. You want to learn the new game, the new way. You think you know because you're involved with VH1. You think you know what's popping and what's up because you're involved and the urban culture, the new culture. But nah, this situation right here further let you know that you wasn't as smart as you thought you was. You wasn't as slick. You was, but I mean by smart, you're not the businessman that you think. You're not the businessman that you think. You can't think real quick with a whole bunch of money with a little bit of time. That's not you. You couldn't do that. They could have been Trump. They could have been Bill Gates. Trump would have had the $4.4 million back before they came. Bill Gates would have had it. Bandman Kevo, Money Man. Let me lower it down to your level. I mean, like when I say lower down, I mean people that you more, you know, that you can lock eyes with, that you can be in the same room with. Bandman Kevo would have paid the $4.4 million back. On Me in the Hellcat, they would have had the money. Money Man would have had the money. CJ So Cool, they would have had the money. Like people like that, Young Dolph, Yo Gotti, they would have had the money. These dudes right here, they would have had the money before the feds came. I got 6 months to give them $4.4 million back with the information I know now. I got 8 months to pay at least $3.4 million back. At least. You see what I'm saying? But nah, you owe the whole ticket. The whole ticket. You ain't get caught with no cash. At least they ain't listed, or I ain't dig enough in the story to see that you got caught with any cash. The money just gone. Besides the business investments that you made, the car, you see what I'm saying? The child support. And you might be the type that had some money to pay them back, and you ain't even do that though. Even in the middle when it was starting to get hot, or you feel like somebody was watching you, and you knew they was coming sooner or later, you then could have, the other money that you had, you could have gave that money back. Yeah, if you ain't know what to do with it, so when you got the $4.4 million and you ain't know what to do with it, you should have gave $3 back off the rip. You should have paid $3 million back off the rip. Like, I can't do nothing, I'm just gonna spend it, and just play with the million and paid the child support and got the business, and at least you'd have been $3 million in the good. Now you $4.4 million in the hole, red, and child support and taxes that you ain't paid throughout the year, that checks you gonna get from Love and Hip Hop. Them checks ain't number 40, 50, 60,000. What's that? Walmart manager at Walmart make 40,000. Target managers and stuff make 40,000. Yeah, man, that's not even middle class. Understand? And Mo, another way you could have finessed the government and the feds while you was on the street, if you would have played the right middleman position while you was on the street and made the right friendships, the connections, like the promoter, like a trucking person. They got like 10, 20 trucks and still kept it in their name, under their name. You didn't tie your name with it. You just gave them a front like the banks do, with a little bit of interest on it, especially like you being behind the walls and feds come and get you, all that done. So say you would have owed like 2 million, 2.4 million instead of the whole 4.4 million, right? You got your legit people, your promoter, your truck investor, your barbershop owner, laundromat owner, and all that there. All your workers and investor partners still giving you money while you behind the walls, so you still paying that debt, lowering that debt behind the walls. And then when you tell your lawyer to give you a retrial and you go in front of the judge, your lawyer can then say, look, my client has paid over $1 million or $2 million since he's been incarcerated, maybe 5 years ago past, you know what I'm saying, 7 years, 6 years ago past. And your lawyer can be like, yeah, he paid back this much money. He hasn't got into any trouble. He went back, got his GED. He did this program. He had a low security prison, started at high, now he had a low. He shows no disrespect to the guards, has no write-ups or nothing. You see what I'm saying? Money still getting paid to his ex for his child. Money still getting paid for child support. And he's doing what he can while he's behind the wall. He couldn't see his family. He's staying out of trouble. Can you lease? You know, say my client already done 6 years, 7 years. He's willing to do probation. He's willing to do house arrest, community service. He's willing to pay back any type of money that he owes, the remaining debt that he owes. He has somewhere to go. He has a job. Matter of fact, VH1's looking to bring him back to tell his story. He has different book deals, so he has income. He has celebrity friends, so he's not a threat to society. He has no violent charges. You see what I'm saying? All that, they can put all that in, but by you not making the right adjustments, or you ain't having the right brain, you got to figure out another plan, or just do the time. And when you come out, you be in the red. It ain't no more green lights. You even hate coming to a green light. It ain't no more on go. It's on red to death, and that's your fault, Mo. That's your fault. But that's my take on this situation right here, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the comment section, man. Let me know how you feel about this situation right here, man. Come.